Well, Happy New Year. Welcome back to the podcast. I am so glad that you have joined me today. As you are listening today, we have already stepped into this new year of 2026. It's always exciting to me that we are taking a step in the new year, and there's lots of expectations that come with that. Some of them are challenging and some of them become overwhelming to us at times, but we have lots of expectations usually moving into that new year. And this is why I want to begin today telling you there is no pressure. We don't have to begin it with lots of resolutions or another list of a lot of long things that we need to fix or want to fix. I want to step back and just narrow our focus in from all of these things that people want to have resolutions and want to change in themselves at the beginning of the new year. So I want to bring it in and rein it in just to one thing on this episode today and talk about that. And I want to begin this year talking a lot about identity. Because for so many people, students, parents, adults of all ages, especially those who feel very overwhelmed or those that learn differently and don't fit into the norm, the new year doesn't always feel very hopeful. In fact, sometimes it feels extremely heavy going into the new year. You see all these other people moving forward and having resolutions and having goals and lots of enthusiasm, but hopefulness is not something that some people have moving into the new year. And because of that, you might be a person that may be coming into this new year feeling like you're behind, feeling like maybe school is very overwhelming or work is very overwhelming. Things feel very scattered. Maybe there's things that you have tried like systems and planners and goals, and in the past, nothing has stuck, and looking forward to trying to do that again and have it not work can be overwhelming. And quietly, those things turn into a belief system, a deeper belief system, and you start attaching it to yourself, and then your resolutions and your goals go out the window. And that belief is often the statement, something must be wrong with me because I can't get it. I'm not like other people around me where they have resolutions, they have goals, they can use a planner, they can organize themselves, they can do this, they can do that. Well, here's what I want to say to you today. Just because you're different and your brain doesn't process the same way, or you have a hard time using systems and planners and creating goals, that doesn't mean that you're defective or anything else. Learning outside of the norm does not mean that you were not created well or designed well by God, but you were. And I'll tell you, there's a scripture in the Bible that says, well, let me give it to you. It's Psalms 138:8. It's one of my favorite scriptures, and it says that the Lord will fulfill His purpose for you. He has a purpose for us. He has a specific job in mind for each one of us. He has a specific reason He created us. And God did not abandon us. He did not forget it, and He did not forget to fulfill your purpose. That means that you're wiring your gifts, your pace, and your story. None of it is accidental. So we talk a lot about productivity and motivation and success, but we don't talk enough about what I want to call, and I have deemed, identity redemption. That is the moment when you stop trying to fix yourself and start understanding who you were created to be. This was an aha moment for me. I was always trying to compare myself and fix myself because I felt like I should be doing better or more, or I wasn't doing it as well as the other person, or how come this person seemed to have it all together and I couldn't? Until God showed me who I was created to be. Jesus was asked what mattered most to him, and he answered in Matthew 22 something very simple. He said, love God and love others. That's what he said. He didn't say to perform or to prove yourself or to compare yourself to others. What he said was, he said, love. Love yourself and love others. Love God, love others. And believe it or not, when your identity is rooted in God and rooted in love, then everything else in your life begins to shift. It did for me. When I realized how much God loved me, that he created me to be me for a specific reason, that he had gifts and talents for me that were different than everybody else's. My thumbprint was different. Everything about me was different for a reason, for a purpose. And that he loved me that much that he took that time to create me specifically, that it changed everything for me. It shifted for me. So as you're listening to me today, I want to invite you to take a pause in all this craziness of New Year's resolutions and what seems overwhelming or frustrating or whatever it could be for you right now. It could be exciting for the next 2 weeks, and then you fall off of it, and then you start being frustrated with yourself. Why can't I do it and other people do? So I want you to just step back and take a pause this weekend as we're moving into the new year, and don't try to plan your whole entire year out, and don't try to fix everything at once. People are most successful when they take a pause and they just stop and ask themselves, who am I becoming? How am I growing? What do I want to grow in this year? And just take it one step at a time. It's okay to decide, I want to grow in this area. I love these things about me, but I would like to learn more or do more. So just take that pause and don't try to, it's okay to have goals, and it's okay to set goals, and it's okay to plan how to reach those goals. But just know, trying to do all of it at one time doesn't mean that you failed or you aren't any better at it or you can't do it or you can't move on. It means that you just are taking the time to do it one step at a time and you're moving forward. If you do that, it's better than trying to do it all at one time and just dropping everything and not moving on and moving forward. And because of that, I've spent a lot of time thinking about what I've done and what I've worked on for myself and what has helped. And I've spent a lot of time putting things together just to think about where I had my identity reset, my identity redemption. So what I did was I worked on creating a challenge, something for you to start the new year off with. So as we begin this year, I am offering an opportunity for each person to take an identity reset challenge. And the challenge I created is called From Stuck to Started, a 7-day identity reset. It's just a short, faith-based reset designed for anyone who is feeling overwhelmed, feeling unsure, feeling like you're behind everyone else, and you just want to be able to take the next step forward. And I might be talking to students out there, parents out there, adults that feel stuck, or maybe somebody that learns differently, has a learning deficit of some kind, a learning difference of some kind, ADHD, dyslexia, even autism. That's probably who I'm talking to out there. Anybody can do this identity reset challenge. It's just a way to help you to get your foot in the right direction for the year, to kind of pause and take a breath. So inside of this challenge, what it is going to consist of, and it consists of, is a short encouragement to you each day to move forward in those 7 days. It gives you a scripture with a reflection of that scripture to think about, to write down, to ask yourself some things. And it gives you a challenge, a one-step challenge every day to move forward in the right direction and knowing who you are in yourself and learning more about who you are moving into this new year. It's not about fixing you and fixing everything in your life. It's really just about helping you to reconnect with your identity and who you are and who God created you to be. And if you think that you might want to take that challenge and you want to do that before you leap into other things this year, then I am going to leave a link in the show notes and you can have access to it there. It's going to be available beginning January 5th if you are interested in taking that challenge. And I'm so excited for those of you that want to do this, and it gives you a step in the right direction. Well, I thank you for joining me today so much. And as we move into this year, please remember that you are not behind and you're not broken. You're not going backwards, you're going forwards. And you're stepping into who God created you to be this year. So remember to take that pause, take that breath, take one step at a time. And just remember it's a process, but it's a process that you're not alone in moving through. We are all here for you. I'm here for you. So thank you again for listening today, for listening this week. I'm excited to see. Please comment, send me a note, let me know what you're doing. If you decide to do this challenge or you decide to just take one goal, one step at a time, what you're doing, I'd be excited to hear about how that's working for you and what your goals are and what you're moving towards into this new year. So once again, thank you for listening. I'm so glad that you've been with me today. I will see you next time. Love you all greatly.